small attempt on our part, respected friends. Through the trying of studying of the Upanishads, we are trying to understand, imbibe the essence of Upanishads as well as the ultimate goal and purpose of our life. Start with our Mangalacharana Shloka, Sankalpa, then continuing our study. Om. 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 Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsarusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Guruvihi Purvam Padavakya Pramanataha Vyakhyataha Sarva Vedantaha Tanityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kruto Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Bhishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarvalokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram. Om Bhavata Janata Suhita Bhavita Nijabodha Vicharana Charumate Kalayeshwara Jiva Viveka Vidam Bhavashankara Deshika Me Sharanam. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrusham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Om Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Samasta Brahma Vidyacharibhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Asmad Gurubhyo Namaha. Chandogyopanishadaha Acharyebhyo Namaha. Sankalpaha Tesham Sarvesham Kripanugrahena Upanishadukta Brahmatmaikya Bodhena Asmin Kshane Eva Moksha Kaivalya Praptyartham Shruti Smriti Purane Itihasa Santavangmayokta Sadhya Sadhananubhava Siddhyartham Tatrokta Rishimuni Guru Devata Darshananuggrahanubhava Praptyartham Sanatana Dharmasya Vishwavyapti Vishwa Adhyatmika Pragatyartham Dharma Samsthapakanam Nitya Nirantara Digvijayartham Sri Rama Mandiravad Shiva Krishnadi Mandiradinam Punaravapti Teshu Nirantara Shastra Adhenadinam Dwara Bharatavarshasya Sanatana Dharmasya Bhahyabhyantara Shatruvigna Shashwata Samula Nirmulna Purvaka Bharatavarshe Vishvecha Asmat क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृते धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये सामवेदांतर्गत छांदोग्योपनिषदः गौड़पाद उपनिषदः श्री आद्य शंकर भाष्य सहित अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम अथ सामवेदांतर्गत छांदोग्योपनिषत् श्री आद्य शंकर पूज्य भगवत्पाद कृत मंगलाचरण श्लोकः. ओम सच्चिदानंद सांद्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्रीदेशिकेन्द्राय शिवाय शिवघातिने. ओम सच्चिदानंद सांद्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्रीदेशिकेन्द्राय शिवाय शिवघातिने. Remember all this throughout life. When we are holding on to Asat, Achit and Anananda Jagat, when we are caught up in Sarva Rupanama, and instead of becoming a Sakshi, when we are too much identified with the world, while living that life with our own ignorance and arrogance, when we are not seeking the Guru, the guidance from, and there is no Shivata in our attitudes, intentions, etc., our life will be Ashiva Swarup. In this way, this Shanti Mantra or Mangalacharana Shloka of Sri Adi Shankara so powerfully indicates to us how to make our life Shiva Swarup. Second thing, these five first things told Sachidananda Sandrata, Sarva Atitatva, Sakshitva, then Deshikendra Sharanagati, then Shiva Sadgunas having in us. These are the five. When we do Ashiva Ghatine, then only the Ashivata, the Amangalata, the Dukkha, the Bhaya, the Shoka, the Bandhana in our life goes away. So here for the Ashiva Ghatanam, for the destruction and elimination of inauspiciousness, the fivefold sadhanas are indicated by the experienced sage Bhagavan Sri Adi Shankara. While chanting this mantra, while this way understanding its meaning, we have to tell to ourselves that such great Mahatma Adi Shankara Bhagavan, with his experience out of kindness, he has guided me in the path of achieving the destruction of the Ashivata and achieving Shivata. Let me follow it. Let me understand it. Let me accept it. This Deshikendra Adi Shankara is kind. He is telling me for my own sake. All the gurus are kind to come to our level and teach us. It is me in me that I have my own wrongly developed traits or variety of things holding on to which I am causing harm to myself. In this way, we have to keep on consciously telling to ourselves that we have to rectify our own mistakes and we have to follow what the Shastra said. When it is said for sufficient number of years, then the stronger desire, deeper desire to give up all negative habits, etc., and to take up the positive spirituality will arise. Then only in our attempt to do so, we'll be able to conquer all our lower life, lower nature. Conquering the lower by adopting the higher, thereby conquering the lower is the purpose of spiritual evolution. Such a powerful, wonderful, indicative mantra. So in this, there is Namaha, the salutations are there. Within that Namaha, the obedience, the surrender, the commitment that, O Guru, I'll follow what you say. All of them are hidden. In that way, a dignified, a decent, a Guru likable disciple we have to become. And in that which text we have seen, where we have to please the Guru so that he can bless us. Make the Guru happy, not anybody else. In life, when we make the Gurus happy when they bless. Sugama Panta Mohi Pavahi Prani, and before that he says, Bhagati Tata Anupama Sukhamula Milaiju Santa Hoi Anukula. Make the Santa Anukula in our life by tuning to them, by being obedient. They are already Anukula, we are only Pratikula, that's why We are blocking their continuous grace through guidance and teachings. Outside, grossly in the initial days, inside, subtly as we mature. Where is Guru in our own heart? When is he guiding us? Every moment. Every moment he is guiding us, and every moment we are not listening or receiving the guidance from him. Means every moment we are not anukula to the Santa, we are pratikula. That sufficient Shraddha Bhaktis, they are not there in us. Yasya deve parabhakti yatha deve tatha kuru. Let us gain them. Here, Namashri Deshikeन्द्राय, that salutations to the Guru is indicating that we have to surrender to him. Then only we take up to the Shiva Swarupa Jivana Vidhana, the auspicious lifestyle, then only the Ashiva Ghatanam, Ashiva destruction happens in our life. See that this shloka, the more we ponder, the more where we are going wrong, what we have to rectify, what we have to do, which is our goal, all are revealed in this shloka. Very powerful, very sweet, very complete it is. Chant once more. Sachidananda Sandraya Sarvatitaya Sakshine Namashri Deshikeन्द्राय Shivaya Shivaghatine. Chant it as many times as possible in a contemplative mode. Now let us continue studying our Shanti Mantra. Chant it again twice. Om Atha Chandogyopanishad Shanti Mantra. Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vak Pranaha Chakshuhu Shrotram Atho Balam Indriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakarot Anirakaranamastu Anirakaranam Me Astu Tadatmani Nirate Ye Upanishatsu Dharmaha ते मयि सन्तो ते मयि सन्तो ओम शांति 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 अगेन ओम आप्यायन्तु ममांगानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ते मयि सन्तो ओम शांति शांति शांति. Long back we discussed during the Shanti Mantra study of the earlier Upanishad that in every of such Shanti Mantras, the three most important ingredients any of Shanti Mantra. First one is Pratignya. In that, you can add our own Ichha, our own Sankalpa, willingness, etc. Pratignya. In the second part, it is called Prayatna. Our own efforts to fulfill our own Pratignya. Whatever we have to do. Third one is for the remaining additions which are beyond our control or capacity, it is Prarthana to the Lord. Only prarthana without pratigna, prayatna won't suffice. So to only pratigna without prayatna and prarthana won't help. Doing prarthana without pratigna and doing prayatna without no pratigna and prarthana also incomplete. Life is filled with these three only. Pratigna with full maturity that this is what I have to achieve and this is what I have to do, then I will do. Theoretical. Prayatna is with all our abilities, we have to pour into that activity. Like this class, you took a pratigna. Ki, we will definitely attend the class 100% unless some very important works or travels are there. Such a beautiful pratigna, and you can yourself congratulate yourself for that great commitment, because People are still in that deluded state of world is important, not Shastra. Worldliness is important, not spirituality. Compared to them, you have risen a step above. Congratulate yourself. And then you are not stopping at the pratigna level. We are also doing the prayatnam. Because of that only we are in the class. And getting up, taking bath, it has become a beautiful habit to us. And having come here, we are putting our efforts of studying as well as doing the prarthana. And because of this continuous prarthanas, you can see we are though not deeply understanding the Vedanta and totally avoiding in it, but at least that willingness is sustaining. Little things are understood, some commitments to do sadhana, convictions, and some regrets, guilts that we are not able to do sadhana. These are happening. They are all like when you sow the seeds in the beginning, how the sprouts are, the seedlings or saplings when they come. How joyous you are when you see them. Those saplings you don't cut and eat. They have to grow, become qualified for katauti, then you cut it and eat it. So too, cutting and eating level of sadhana, we may have not reached right now. We will reach. But right now we are in that saplings coming up stage. That our faith and belief in the Adhyatmikata, our willingness also growing. Our prayer to the Lord is also growing. See that? The beauty. These were not there few years back. We are totally alien to this spirituality. This is how the growth happens. Knowing this, when we put more conscious effort to study, to use our intellect to deeply analyze and understand, then the higher understandings will happen to us. Abide to those understandings, we can see the higher evolutions also. So this mantra is pratigna, prayatna and prarthana. We have seen among these shlokas so many sentences, almost 70-80% of them. So first one, Om. Om is the Parabrahma. Prayers to him also and doing namaskar to him in front of him, invoking his grace, we are doing our effort. And like all the sports persons like wrestling people, boxing people, वो the guru को प्रणाम करते हैं, then the dangal, whatever you call, place also they do namaskar, जमीन को, then they do the thing. In uttering Om, they are there. Om Paramatma, you gave me this life. The purpose of life, I am here in this class to understand, along with the means. You be with me in my this dangal, in this my wrestling, with my own lower mind. Higher mind and lower mind are wrestling here. Okay? Om. Then, first step. Apyayantu mamangani. Never do anything by which the physical body becomes diseased, unfit for the worldly transactional vyavaharika duties, more so for the spirituality. This is pratigna, this is prayatna, this is prarthana. In that also, not a generalized doings, taking things for granted. No, particularly taking every part into account. That's how in our yoga asanas, not an ordinary thing it is. There is a set of things. The Maha Yogi practitioners, they know it, yogis. That for this aged person, this type of physical bodies position, these are the 12 asanas. These are the 14 asanas. All of those asanas totally take care of every part of the body. So too when you do Surya Namaskar, it helps every part of the body to function. So that's why by not leaving it, to our carelessness, by saying, okay, आप आएंदु ममांगानी, सारे अंगों को तुम देखभाल करो. Shruti Mata is telling, no, no, attend to every one of them. That is why the list of the angas are mentioned. The indriyas are mentioned. Every one of them. Like in car driving, you cannot say कि एक चीज देख ले, हाँ ब्रेक ठीक है, अब चलो जा सकता हूँ मैं. अरे, you whichever the things you use for your operation of car, All of them you have to check before you start or not. पेट्रोल है कि नहीं देखना है, हवा है कि नहीं देखना है. It is every day to be done. You have to check the clutch काम कर रहा है कि नहीं, गियर काम कर रहा है कि नहीं, because you have put it in the garage. उसमें इतने सारे बैंडिकूट्स चूहे घूमते हैं, कोई भी आकर वो तार को काट देता है. और सर्दियों का, गर्मियों का इफेक्ट, लॉन्ग ड्राइव इफेक्ट बहुत दिन हो गया. सो टियर एंड टियर तो होता है ना. नॉट इवन वन डे वी कैन बी केयरलेस, because that one day is enough for accident. So everything, the clutch you check, the brake you check, the accelerators you have to check, the gears you have to check, the steering also. पकड़ के देखना है, वो कभी उगाड़ भी आ सकता है वो. Because they are all man made, they are all having their own expiry time. You cannot trust them. So to anything, घर में गैस स्टोव यूज करो, एसी यूज करो, कुछ भी भैया चेक करते रहना पड़ता है. An intelligent person, whatever he uses, he checks every one of them continuously. It's a habit to ensure that it is in good condition. One is prevention is better than the cure. Second is a stitch in time saves nine. Isn't it? If you understand example, here also, walk. In what way you are praying to the Lord or the Guru, in what way you are talking to your neighbors or friends, relatives, or your own family members, or when you meet a Guru, how your tone, how is your tune, what is your vocabulary. Are, they all have the influence. Simple example of how you talk to your servant. आप गुस्से से डांटते जाओगे तो in his heart that hatred is developed. Then one day you look for an opportunity and go away. Then you suffer, अरे चला गया. On the other hand, every day, respectfully, lovingly, you are addressing. Only words. अरे बेटा ठीक होना, you talk. He will lifelong stick to you. भाई तो डांटते नहीं है, प्यार से बोलते हैं. वाक शक्ति. Whether it's a delivery boy, whether it is your own servant, whether you go to a shop, grocery, wherever you are, this one instrument, Vani, जितन सर्वम जिते रसे. इन भागवत हम तो कहते हैं वन टंग इफ यू कंट्रोल जितम सर्वम जीते रसे, रसे जीते सर्वम जितम. जिह्वा को कॉन्कर किया तुमने, एवरीथिंग इज कॉन्कर्ड. ही सेज यू कैन कॉन्कर इवन द गॉड. इज इट नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ द टंग यूज्ड एंड स्तुति मेड दैट द लॉर्ड इज प्लीज्ड एंड ही कम्स टू अस. स्तुति प्रिया परमात्मा, स्तोत्र प्रिया एंड स्तुति वी डू विद द टंग ओनली. वाक वाणी. I'm just giving an example how every of the instruments have to be taken care. They have to be properly maintained, managed, and we have to learn the art of using them. This is spirituality. Without doing these basic things, imagining that the higher things will be able to do, it's only an imagination. That's why the Shruti Mata, each of the limb she has mentioned, Vak, then Pranaha, then Chakshuhu, then Shrotram, then Balam, then Antarindriyani, then totally Sarvani. All of them must be Apyayanto. They all must be in a fully, beautifully well trained condition, ready for the utilization. When you take youngsters for any of the expeditions or any of the sports activities, the coach and staff, let's say, fully have loved them, encouraged them, gave them all training, all the facilities, kids, जो भी चाहिए सब दे दिया. और वो बच्चे अभी तैयार है. कितना दिल में उनको खुशी होती है कि हमको सब तरह तैयार किया है. Now we jump into the action. So they are done. Apyayantu. We don't care them, we don't love them, we don't give them the sufficient instruments, etc. There's no apyayana. Like in Indian sports, 10, 20 years back, nahi hota tha. Nobody used to care them. But when the Asian Games or Olympics come, some people are selected, नाम के वास्ते कुछ budget is done, कुछ training होता था, and they go and they come first or second from the bottom. Isn't it? Nowadays, good coaching staff are put, very good stadiums, facilities are made. Isn't it? Then Apyayanam is going on. तो वो लोग थोड़ा मेडल लेके आ रहे. See the gold medal 3 days back we got. How many in last 10 days only, 10 15 days mein? How many places India got the football mein gold medal they got beating the Bangladesh. And in the hockey also beating that Pakistan. Our people have come first. See, it's all because we are doing APINM to them in the army also. बेचारे तनख्वाह भी प्रॉपर नहीं देते थे. Yet they had that Desha Bhakti, so ready to sacrifice. Again, from last 10 12 years, good amounts, good facilities given. You know, although some curbs are made on canteen because they are misusing them so much. कोई भी आके ले रहा है. So they have put some restrictions, you know. But otherwise, apyayanam when it is done, then they will jump into that activity and see how many every 1 month, 2 months in Indian defense system, कुछ ना कुछ नया either launch हो रहा है or some trading happening with other country, collaborations, tradings, importings, even exportings. Israel को इंडिया भेज रहा है. आप्यायनम I am talking about. So, to your own children, your own students, life is to be made beautiful. That's why, really, if we are subtle, we are sensitive, it clicks to us that such a huge Upanishad Chandogya we want to study. And Shruti Mata and the Gurus are so kind. They are starting itself with such a powerful word, Apyayantu. Let there be integration. Let there be total training. Let there be joy. Let there be full application of all our limbs into the the highest of this life's, what you call, purpose and goal of spirituality. Apyayanam karna chahiye. I really appreciate you all. You have to be apyayita. That's so regular from last 6 years without break you are attending. What a joy. I have no words. Every moment I pray for you. Because you are attending, therefore I am now able to talk one after the Upanishads. This is an inspiration. May you all be happy, may you all be having full, perfect health for 2000 years you live with such good sadhana and siddhi and seva. I have to do that because you deserve it. So too, our angas. How come we have become enemies to our anga pratyanga and overusing them, misusing them, abusing them, and destroying them, then expecting from them, chalo, let us do some good work. How can it happen? Kitna cruel and criminal we are to our own parts of the body. The highest criminality we do is to our own digestive system. There is no rhyme and rhythm and rule or regulation. Anytime anything you go on throwing there, कितना उसको तंग करते हैं बाबा. And then we don't even chew properly. When you don't chew, it becomes double effort to the digestive system. Because we are interested in the tongue, and tongue wants to taste and डालते जा डालते जा. And we complain to the doctor, anybody, मेरे को digestion नहीं हो रहा. There is a पद्धति, which food to eat, when to eat, how to chew it. And the stomach is suffering with indigestion, and everything is disturbed because of it. I'm telling these are all part of sadhana. Adhyatmikata means focusing on all our upadhis and managing them fit, making them fit so beautifully well that they all are helping us to realize the real self. Not that they're obstruction. They're obstruction now because we only mistrained them, misguided them. उनका हमने आप्यायन नहीं किया हमने. हमने उनको शत्रु की तरह डिस्ट्रॉय किया. Like some friends of us, we use them, misuse them for our own selfishness so much. अपने भोग. Same we are doing it our upadhis. For our own kama adi vikara bhoga, we are just misusing our own upadhis. खैर नहीं कर रहे उनका. That is the meaning of, apyayanto mama angani. That sankalpa, that prayatna. Remember those people of 50 40 years back. ये पूरा दिन उपवास, उनको इतना टेम्पटिंग फूड होता है. नो भगवान के लिए आई कमिटेड फॉर द उपवास, देवर आई वोंट ईट. हाईएस्ट द लोवेस्ट लेवल में, लोअर लेवल में ऑल द प्रोफेशनल्स, स्पेशली द सीनियर एक्टर्स एटसेट्रा, स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन, कुछ भी खाना भोग को दो, दे डोंट ईट. स्पेशली द सिंगर्स आल्सो इन इट. Give them ice cream. There are some singers, 50 साल तक they never tasted ice cream because गला खराब होएगा, then my career will go away. There are some people who are career bound कि मेरा career होना. The other ones, so I want to make people happy with my singing. That's my service to them. I have to protect my throat. Same work but higher attitude. I have to maintain my career for my money. That's lower attitude. So with my singing ability, I want to make the people happy. Therefore, I have to protect my throat. And this thing spoils. Therefore, I won't do it. Apyayanto. Isn't it? Which of the limb of the body we have become aware of? We have become, uh, you know, aware of its entire capacities and consciously took care of it. ऐसे यूज करी जा रहे वो गफलत है कि वो जी रहा है अभी तक कान आंख वगैरह दे आर वर्किंग बिकॉज ऑफ प्रारब्ध. I believe, all the eyes and the अधिष्ठान देवतास must be praying, यार ये जीव जल्दी शरीर को छोड़ के जाए ताकि हम थोड़ा तंग हमारे जो तंग कर रहे हैं हमको we become little relieved and relaxed. See, this is how the one individual has to think about his own personality and misusing them, mistreating them, and making them such a strong liability. And now you want to come to class, and now you want to study Shastra, and now you want to do japa, now you want to do meditation. None of them will happen because with the equipments with which we have to do them, we have just spoiled them only. है ना? Say this word 6 times. Apyayantu. Say Apyayantu, 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 Apyayantu. Carry this word throughout the life. है ना? Dear Angani at the gross level, our own limbs. Angani little higher level में whichever the work you are taking up. Let's say you have a business. Whatever the staff that are there, they are all your anga, pratyanga. If you have trained your these limbs, then with that experience, wherever you are there, all of them are anga. You will even do the apyayanam of them also. Like for the Indian government, all states are the anga. All departments are anga. They have to do the apyayanam of them continuously. Then they also reciprocate and cooperate. Is it not happening? Such a beautiful thing it is. Every state is looked into, their requirements are looked into, supplies are done, therefore they are reciprocating. Because for the Desha, every Rajya, every state is an Anga, Pratyanga. For the whole universe, all these Brahmandas are the Anga. Each one of them should be in an Apyayana position. The Ishvara always tries for that. See, at the cosmic level also, we can apply this mantra, Apyayantu. ठीक है आप्यायन्तु मम अंगानि वाक each one of them pranah chakshuhu shrotram atho balam indriyani sarvani like the mountaineer or the pilot before taking off how much carefully you have to be about every of the thing. नहीं तो कुछ स्नैक समथिंग सी एवरी 1 week every 10 days कोई ना कोई हादसा हमको सुनाई दे रहा है whichever the country wherever they are. Everybody is a living being only. Death is always painful to all. So that pilot and all of them have to be careful. Total aviation department with every individual, the ground duty staff, the flying staff, सबको अपना अपना काम करना पड़ता. Same way here also इंद्रियाणि च सर्वाणि. So here for me the important two words are first one the आप्यायन्तु, the last one सर्वाणि. दोनों को मिलाकर बोलो सर्वाणि आप्यायन्तु. In our life, we cannot live a life of carelessness, negligence regarding anything. We have to become sensitive. We have to become sensible also. Cynical नहीं होना है, but sensitive and sensible. Sensitive is to become aware of it. Sensible is to maintain them to be in a very optimal condition all the time. Optimum condition. आप्यायन्तु सर्वाणि. Your children, your wife, husband, सबका आप्यायन करो भाई. किधर क्या कर रहे हो फिर दिन भर सोते रहते हो टीवी देखते रहते हो सेलफोन देखते रहते हो और ऐसे ख्यालों में घूमते रहते हैं अरे कुछ दिमाग है, कुछ सोचना है ना. And in our last few years of time, as a human being with so many capacities, did we go out of our comfort zone and done the apyayanam of the society around us, the world around us? Yeah, every time my own ego, my own selfishness. If you're staying in a locality, there is a committee. Did you any time talk to that president or secretary that you took up this position? The Lord has given you because He knows you deserve it. You're doing good work. I appreciate it. I'm with you. हमेशा कंप्लेंट टुवर्ड दैट प्रेसिडेंट एंड सेक्रेटरी कि तुमने ये नहीं किया, तुमने वो नहीं किया. And just because you're throwing some money to society as that whatever the contribution, we feel that we have all the right. See, these are all the so much of kachra we have filled in our heart. With that, इतना दम घुटते रहते हैं दुखी, and that dukha we pour on others. Such a samsara को भी properly जीना नहीं आता हमको. Then how can we make the Guru apyayana, the God apyayana, the Brahma Tattva को apyayana करके? How do we get their blessings? Life is to be in this way taken seriously, sincerely. That apyayantu and sarvani. It should be nature to us wherever we go, whoever are there. They are part of the totality. They are making the world beautiful. Let me do the apyayanam of them. Let me try my best. Every time, everything need not be done. Sometimes a touch is enough. Sometimes a word is enough. Sometimes a look is enough. Sometimes a message is enough. Apyayanam. These all beautiful life tricks to make it happy with no cost every moment we have lost. That is called tamoguna. We have gone drowned into a stony life. ना सोचते हैं, ना समझते हैं, ना sensitive बनते हैं. Neither we make our equipments trained, nor neither we train them, nor use such a beautiful equipments. For the service of the world, for our own spiritual sadhana. वेले ऐसे जी रहे हम. Just some degrees we get, some business we do, some money comes to us, and we think that's the whole life. And in that also only bhoga bhoga, secretly, chori chori. Wife doesn't know what husband is ordering, getting and eating. Husband doesn't know what wife or children are getting and eating. Husband orders at 9 o'clock night, wife at 12 o'clock, and the children at 3 o'clock because चौर रातों भर खाने की चीजें अवेलेबल है. चोर घर में चोर. I tell you, when you observe today's world, people are highly technical, but at the very low level as regards the human life is living. Apyayantu is what is so to be respected. Sarvani apyayantu. That Sarvani word, did we respect it? In which the Sati Mata says, बेटा अपने बुद्धि को, मन को, चित्त को, अहंकार को, इंद्रियों, किसी को भी तुम नेग्लेक्ट मत करना. Which is a tough job, but that is what is maturity. Like in the cabinet, even one minister is neglected MLA, he will become rebellion. Then he will gather others. Then he will stand opposition. They look for the opportunity. आप्यायनम करते रहना पड़ता है. See the India's way of international approach. How much apyayanam we do. Not gulami, with all maintaining our own dignity and self-respect. That now everybody wants to come to India. Everybody wants to be friend with our nation. They say India is safe. Not only the government is only utilizing the resources. It is the credit is to the Indians. In the Indians, in that I dare to say, particularly also the Sanatan Dharmins. About others, I don't know. Those who are trained by our Rishi Parampara, Guru Parampara, continuously exposed to the Shastras, one way or the other, our Sanatana Dharma Jati has got such beauty in their heart of loving and contributing and serving and looking for others and looking to serve others. ये natural है. One or two exceptions होते हैं. But in general the कौम पूरा ही ऐसा होता है हमारा हिंदुओं का, which was never exploited or exposed or known. Now it is known. Therefore, the whole world appreciates us. We do the apyayanam. ये करते रहना हमको. When it is required, we talk about India patriotism. But more than that, whenever it is required, we have to become universal. Whole universe has to be happy. Everybody should be happy. Everybody should grow. Everybody should get the moksha. सबको मोक्ष मिलना. That's called our thoughts. That's the meaning of apyayantu sarvani. Apyayantu mamangani vak pranas chakshu shrotramato balam indriyani cha sarvani. See the power of that mantra. I cannot leave this mantra and go ahead because of the taste of it, juice of it. It is so tasty. In further lines are more tasty, but यही मजा आ रहा है. I'm happy with so much दशहरी. अभी चौसा लंगड़ा है, सफेदा आ रहा है, तो I don't know. आप आप्यायन्तु ममांगानि वाक् प्राणः. See, I feel that early morning 3:30-4 बजे अच्छे नहा के ऐसे हवा में बाहर बैठकर you chant this mantra, feeling that you are in that age of rishis. And as a rishi and sadhaka, may all my limbs be fit enough for my adhyatmic sadhana. See, that thought itself is so noble, so beautiful, so elating, so inspiring it is. Instead of that way doing, we spoil with too much of bhoga. Bhog hona hi nahi chahiye. And too much of bhoga, we become such inimical to our all parts of the body and trouble all doctors and all. मेरा कान खराब है, नाक खराब है, दिमाग खराब है. एक सत्य बोला तुमने. दिमाग खराब. Okay, अथो बलम इंद्रियाणि च सर्वाणि. Or now come to the next word, sarvam brahma. Bas. This is the highest goal to be achieved. In that sarvam, I am also included. When I am also included in sarvam brahma, obviously that sarvam brahma is not only theoretical maturity or knowledge, it is an experience. When you say sarvam, you also come into that. When you come to it, it should be a personal experience. Therefore, sarvam brahma is an experience. Everything is Brahman. Experience we have to reach to. The Upanishad is expecting us to reach. And which Brahma, what Brahma, how Brahma, who will teach us? Upanishadam. Only Upanishads teach us Brahman. More important than that, other than Brahman, Upanishads don't teach us anything else. They don't teach us politics, they don't teach economics, they don't teach Artha and Kama. Even Dharma also is taught by the Dharma Shastras. Upanishad talks only about Sarvam Brahma. That is the sacredness, sanctity of the Upanishads. And Upanishad Sahara is Gita. And our Guru, he throughout life talked only on these two. To communicate the ultimate goal of every jiva, the Brahman. Sarvam Brahma. पहले ये realize करो. Thereafter you become Indra or Chandra or Brahma or Prime Minister or कुछ भी उसके बाद नौटंकी करो, doesn't matter. It's a play. Without realizing Sarvam Brahma, everything is a misery only. After realizing Sarvam Brahma, everything is a sport. Therefore, I will do everything, then finally when the time is there, I will realize Brahman. It is absurd, it is ignorance, it is delusion. The concept is wrong, itself is wrong. It should be other way around. First let me realize Brahman. Uske baad, let me play the play. When you realize Brahman, you are full. When you are full, you are not harmful to the world. Then whatever you do, it's a blessing to the world. When I myself is empty, because I have not realized Brahman, as a jiva, I am a beggar only to the world. And that the day, any time the beggar helped the world, is only liability. See the power of each of the words, Sarvam, Brahma, and Upanishadam. So that Sarva word immediately comes two times. Indriyani cha Sarvani, then Sarvam Brahma. Upanishadam. Okay, now this, I can talk on this for hours together. So much is there in that. You have to do a homework of contemplating on every sentence, word of this shloka. the Shanti mantra. Okay, we go to the next one. Sarvam Brahma. Now, the feeling one has to have as a sadhaka, adhyatmic sadhaka. How, how nicely, with rightly worded way, we are guided. See the feeling in that. Did we ever in our life of 80, 90 years lived, felt so sensibly this thing? What is that? Maham Brahma Nirakuryam. अरे ये सेंटेंस तो उपनिषद मंत्र है लेकिन when you chant it you get tears in your eyes. That from such a long time of thousands of lives I was rejecting my own Brahma Swarupa. I am rejecting the reality. Like the head of the family, the husband or father, rejecting or disliking or being careless towards own family. And Subha se Sham tak, he goes on only loving the world, attaching to the world, and get lost in the world. How miserable will be that family? There are some people never care their family. Like some government servants never care the government or never care that work they are given and lakhs of rupees of salary they are given. Examples. In the same way, how long we went on doing the Nirakaranam of this Brahman, and this disciple has understood it. यार जिसको सबसे ज्यादा वैल्यू करना चाहिए, इंपॉर्टेंस देना चाहिए, आई वेंट ऑन डूइंग द निराकरणम ऑफ दैट. सॉरी सॉरी, तो क्षमा करो, अब से मैं नहीं करूंगा. And he is teaching himself, he is telling himself, Ma ham Brahma Nirakuryam. Let me not do the Nirakarana of the Brahman. See how many of us, on the name of Yoga Sadhana, on the name of my Krishna Bhagatu, Rama Bhagatu, Kayaka Bhagate, Krishna Rama is never there without Brahman. With all this so-called spirituality, we do the Nirakarana of the substratum, the Brahman. Forget about the worldly people. They have already done the Nirakarana. On the name of sadhana, the sadhakas also. How much we have done the Nirakaranam of the Brahman. Is a substratum. If you hold on to the Brahman, your Rama and Krishna, every one of them are your servants only. They will help you. Brahman is highest. Isn't it? Will Rama and Krishna become angry with us when we do the Brahma Tattva Vicharana? They will be more happy that this fellow is getting realized and liberated. He will not bother us with unnecessary upasana and puja. सुबह सुबह हर दिन जाना पड़ता है, ये हमारा पाँव धोता है, नहलाता है, शैम्पू भी नहीं लगाता, घर आके हमको दोबारा नहाना पड़ता है. What pujas we do with so much of carelessness, negligence? Do you think the Lord is happy with it? You are Krishna and Rama I am talking. He will be feeling happy. अरे हमको छोड़ दिया इसने, अपने ब्रह्म को पकड़ लिया, we are relaxed. So in every way, feel that one or two angles I am explaining, you understand all the possible things. How we are doing the Nirakaranam of the Brahman. After few analyzed, now come to the positive. Tell to yourself, may I not do the Nirakaranam of Brahman. Maham Brahma Nirakurya. What is the meaning of it? Though it is said in a negative tone, you have to make it positive. May I not reject or disregard or disrespect Brahman. If it is said in negative way, what is the meaning positively? Ma aham Brahma Nirakuryam, two negativities, minus and minus is plus, no? So ma Nirakurya, minus minus. What is the plus? Therefore, may I do the Svikarana of the Brahman. मैं ब्रह्म का निराकरण ना करूं मतलब मैं ब्रह्म का स्वीकरण करूं. Then in that only sadhana is there. What is it? By doing the Nirakaranam of the Brahman, of what things I am doing the Swikaranam? Nama Rupa Adi. Then what is sadhana? By doing the Nirakaranam of all this Nama Rupa Jati Dravya, let us do the Swikaranam of Brahman. So that's how, in that sentence only the entire sadhana hidden. If you have the vision, if you have the ability to study. Maham Brahma Nirakurya means a very high level of commitment, ultimate commitment. May not do the Nirakaranam of Brahman. And it starts with me. Whether it is practicing values, whether it is doing devotion, whether it is
doing our karma yoga, whether it is adhyatmikata, it all starts with me only. When I do things perfectly, no, everything falls in right place. और खुद को नहीं संभालते हुए दूसरों को हम ठीक ठीक करना चाहते हैं तो इट इज नॉट राइट. Like in the flight they say, whenever the disturbance turbulences come, the oxygen masks will fall. That lady tells her whoever they first in नाक में अपना लगाओ, बचाओ पहले, then put to the children the old disease. First you save yourself. Uddhared atman. Here also, it is me who was neglecting, it is me who will have to respect. So, Maham Brahma Nirakuryam, may I not do the Nirakarana of Brahman. Then, with that attitude and efforts put, we have that right, even though it's a right, with all humbleness to request and pray, with all that modesty, decency, humbleness, humility to that Brahman. देखो मैं सारे तैयारियां करके आया हूं, मैं अपने दरवाजे जो करना है 100% किया. Now the ball is in your court. Oh Lord, you also bless me. What is it? Mama Brahma Nirakarot. Me Brahman do not do the Nirakaranam of me. Technically explained yesterday. I do the Nirakarana of the Brahman because of the Abhavana, the Asambhavana, the Viparita Bhavana. Viparita Bhavana is involving only in the worldly names and forms. Asambhavana means I cannot do sadhana, where is nahi ho sakta. Abhavana is that Brahman is never there. So abhavana, replace it by the bhavana, that Brahma astitva bhavana. Asambhavana, replace it by if not me, who will realize? And if I don't realize, I'll be bound. Then viparita bhavana, you replace by giving more time, etc. to this Brahman by reducing the time given to the binding worldliness. That is the meaning of practically doing Maham Brahma Nirakuryam. We have explained yesterday. Second one, Mama Brahma Nirakarot. Why the Brahman does the Nirakaranam of us? When we are not having the qualifications, the deservabilities, the certifications. Isn't it? So therefore, from our side, with our knowledge, whatever is required as qualification, we do. From that side also, whatever they expect, that also we do. That's why पुराने जमाने में शादी वादी के टाइम और लड़की का सारा they check, they know, then they ask her to sing. Or do you know cooking, they ask. For them to be satisfactory. That when she comes to our house, we'll give the चाबी to her. She will take care of the entire house. तुम तुम्हारे तरफ से ठीक होंगे, बट हमारे लिए भी तुम्हें ठीक होना चाहिए ना. This is the very subtle thing. We all stop at this level saying that I am perfect from my side. That's not sufficient. You have to be perfect for the other person also. Then only, isn't it? Then only that togetherness helps. Like we have to go to other country. I am perfect from myself. No, no, that country has its own rules regulations. Only if you follow them, then they give visa. They allow us to stay there. They give us green cards. In the same way, Mama Brahma Nirakarot cannot be neglected. Let Brahman do not reject me. Again, is not only in Brahma hand, in our hands. That from my side I prepared and came. Now from your side you tell me what to expect. That also I'll fulfill. So that you should not reject me. Don't reject me. है ना? Like in the countries, the America सारे थोड़े arrogant लोग, they first only decide. First 20 applications they will reject. For no reason they do it. Or any black fellow comes, we reject. Or today female will not give, male will not give. I don't know why they reject the visa एक sentence. ये किस्मत की बात. किसको है तो लग जाता है वो. But other countries they welcome. We don't need to have the passport. Go and enjoy. Anyway, that is totally out of topic. I am saying here, Mama Brahma Nirakarot is that inner feeling. See, when you go to your friend relative, पहले ही मन में रास्ते में ऐसे सोच के जाओ मानो. When I go there, I talk to him lovingly. I take the gifts to him. Even if I stay 1 2 days, fully I will help them. I won't become a burden. This is called as Maham Brahma Nirakuriya. And I'll make them so happy from my side. Whatever they expect from me, I do that. That is called Mama Brahma Nirakarut. Such guests when they come home, the host कहते हैं यार तुम रह जा, you become the host now, we'll become guest. That is the achievement. Not कि इधर से ही ऐसे जा रहे हो घर की उन सबको तबाह करने को जा रहे हो. With that thought when you start moving, already वहाँ वाइब्रेशन शुरू होते हैं. यार कुछ भूत प्रेत वो भी बीपी है आ रहा है आज हमारे घर में. See how many places this mantra is applicable. And this thing, we are fit from our side and we are fit from their side, not expecting them to be fit for us. They are fit already. Everybody fit in this world. Everybody is right in their own way. कहीं जाना है तो अपने आप को ट्यून करके जाना है, जाकर भी ट्यून करना है. मामा ब्रह्म निराकरोत. Powerful sentence. Why the Brahman does Nirakaranama first? Because you are not qualified. Now, this being so important, it is repeated 2 times. Anirakaranam astu, Anirakaranam me astu. And in the second way of saying Anirakaranam astu, it's little deeper it is. And the grosser level में first time कहने में when I go let him not reject me, when I go let him receive me, that is the meaning. Then the second time saying का अर्थ क्या है, वो है कि between us such a bond should be established that we never get separated at all. That is the meaning of Anirakaranamastu, Anirakaranam me astu. Second time. Like शादी के टाइम में वो जब when that bride groom goes to see the broomstick, that thought is there in both of them. Let him not reject me, she thinks. Let she not reject me, she thinks. He thinks. Let him accept me. After marriage, throughout life, again the second one. Anirakaranamastu, Anirakaranam me astu. That she should always live in such a manner. Day by day, he is loving her more. That is in her hands. So too, he should be so much loving, kind, and giving time to her that she is increasing in her love for him. That's what yesterday we see that story of Leela, both the Leela. वो तो ब्रह्मांड ब्रह्मांड छोड़कर राजा के पास जा रहे. How much love he must have given. I'm surprised to see that. जनरली तो कहते तो गया लेट मी मैरी समबडी एल्स. जिंदा जिंदा ही दे 3 4 4 बार शादी कर रहे. Whereas these two लीला लोग, that Padma died, she gone to other Brahmanda to be with him. And they said he went back as Padma. She says मुझे भी जाना है. That Padma Raja ka apyayanam must be great there. That they feel so much security in them in his presence that for long time they want to be there with him. That's the meaning of Anirakaranam astu, Anirakaranam me astu. Like between some of you listeners and we, it happened. That 6 years back we have come in contact, Anirakaranam astu. Then continuing for 6 years. That is Guru Krupa, Ishvara Krupa happening, and our hearts also that way tuned. Therefore, we don't fight with each other, we don't hate each other. We just do our classes, we tune to Paramatma Tattva. That is the meaning of second time saying that the bond is established, it should continue. Anirakaranam me astu. Continuous. And like our relation with Russia. That country, one country, Russia, is such one heart in heart, both nations. Come what may, we don't part with each other. We won't. That's why when the Russia has deal with China, we understand they need it. Russia deals with America. We know. We don't say that tum udhar kyun gaye. We don't feel jealous. Because they have their own requirements and needs. We don't. So too, India is trading with other countries. And from this country also we get those weapons, etc. अब रशिया लड़ेगा नहीं. They try to establish, the recent one, whatever the one, through collaboration together, let us bring the new weapons. They are doing it. We have decided, that time of the 71 war, 62 war, the way that Russia stood for us, everybody knows. But other countries, it's all again diplomacy, management. है ना? When the Maldives does Natanki, we tell our people, don't go there, go to Lakshadweep. Again, Maldives wala aake, नहीं नहीं हम आपके दोस्त है कहते हैं, then our prime minister goes there. These are all coming and going relations. Depending on the particular trade or the situation, the global scenario, our requirement, our position, alag alag cheez. Now our immediate goal is in that whatever the veto powering nations, the India has to be one of them. पता नहीं कब क्या हुआ 4 दिन पहले. So the meaning of this second time saying is that one. अनिराकरणमस्तु. Second time क्यों? क्योंकि after some days of study of Upanishads, without understanding and realizing, we may get bored. We may feel disinterested. Something worldly may overpower our mind. So, and the interest in the Guru may go away. Interest in anything. अभी वैसे क्या डेली जाके सेल फोन में सुनूं ये तो मेरे को तंग हो रहा हूं मैं वैसे नहीं हो सकता. With this thought, how many people have become discontinued? We don't know. And the Upanishadic knowledge is such that till realized, we have to continuously to be in that in its touch. Even after that, other than doing the prachara of Upanishad, what else we can do as our contribution to the world? That is the meaning. Second time saying ka, Anirakaranam astu. And from that side also, Anirakaranam me astu, he let that Guru or Brahma Tattva get 100 people better than me. Yet he should not leave me. Anirakaranam me astu. Again, the Brahman by himself will not reject anyone. He only wants to accept everyone. But if we are not qualified, then he will have to reject. That's why the last sentence. That what is that which makes Brahman accept us? All the yogyatas. That is what is talked in this. तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि संतु ते मयि संतु. इसमें भी दो बातें हैं और सेकंड बात दो बार फिर से वही कहा गया है. I will explain to you word by word meaning. Tad Atmani. Tad Atmani means Tat Upanishadukta Brahma Atmani. Nirate. Nirate means again powerful sentence. Tomorrow I'll explain it exhaustively. Nirati means Nitantarati. Nishchayena Rati. So I am such individual who wants to realize Brahman. Brahman, 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 Brahman alone. Bas. I have no other goal in my life. That's the meaning of Tadatma Nirate me. In such me, for the Brahman to bless me to realize whatever the dharmas that are there, qualification that are there, ye Upanishatsu dharmaha. Whatever the expected qualification dharmas, I have to have as per Upanishad. All of those dharmas, te mai santu, be there in me. Again, that also, you can't leave even one qualification. Therefore, the Shruti Mata says it second time, again, te mai santu. And again, it is another maturity. Don't desire anything without deserving, whether it is the Brahma Jnana and Moksha or even any worldly thing. Without being deserving, even if we are given, we will misuse it or we will lose it. When we deserve it, wherever we are, wherever that thing is there, it will come to us. Therefore, focus more on being deserving rather than desire. That is the crux of this last portion. तद आत्मनि निरते में, इस आत्मा को ही पाने वाले लक्ष्य में पूरे तरह बैठा हुआ मेरे अंदर ये उपनिषद धर्म. हाँ, whatever the qualifications the Upanishad is mentioning, te mahi santu, let all those qualifications be in me. So I want to realize Brahman. Further, the Brahman has to bless me. Brahman has the conditions, the dharmas which I have to possess, and I am praying that let all those dharmas be in me. And what are those dharmas? Tomorrow we'll talk. Tomorrow, totally, we will again browse through this such a fantastic, powerful, complete sloka. I to arju. I can even request also. कभी कभी करता हूँ मैं, मेरे को क्या है, You are all such wonderful people that at least this Shanti mantra chant at least once a day throughout life. Because the sweetness you see in that, completeness you see in that. Even the flow of the shloka also is not so terrible and frightening. Apyayantu mamangani vak pranaschakshushrotam atho balamindriyani cha sarvani sarvam brahmaupanishadam maham brahma nirakuryam mama brahma nirakarot anirakaranamastu anirakaranam me astu tadatmani nirate ye upanishatsu dharmaah te mai santu te mai santu. All sweet and sober and soothing and wonderful the mantra itself is. You know, no even hard work given even to our throat also, even for our dimag, even to remember. That speciality. That doesn't reduce the value of other mantras. The same thing we talk about other mantras in that way. Bhadram karne Vishnunyama Bhadram Bhashyam Sthirairangai Stushtvagam Sastanubi Vishema Deva Hitam Yadayu. In that everything is Tagada Tagada. Swastina Indra Urdhasravaha, Swastina Phusha Vishwavedaha, Swastina Stharksha Varishtanemi, all Jodakshar, all are Samyukta Akshar only. Swastino Brahaspati Radhatat. So when we talk that, then we praise that. See how much strength is given in each of the letter. There are all the conjunct consonants which are insisting us that much to be committed for spirituality. उधर का वो मजा है, इधर का ये मजा. So tomorrow Tadatmani nirate. That is not explained. That will talk. Such me. Ye Upanishad Dharma te santu, te mai santu. What is the heart in that sentence? We will digest. Thank you. Om 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 Om. Om 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 Om. Om 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 Om. Om 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 Purnamadah. पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः परम ऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु ओम. Thank you for your patience. Now can we do some of our chantings? Ha ha. Upanishad is so sweet. Tomorrow we'll do it and then we enter into the Sambandha Bhasha. Friends, like yesterday we have done the Visha Nirmulana Sukta. As if not satisfied, our Shruti Mata, Atharvana Veda, immediately giving us another Sukta. It doesn't want to give any chance that any type of Visha enters us and weakens us, destroys us. कल हमने देखा विष निवारण सूक्त. Today also, any type of poison from any source should not touch us, isn't it? See this, the Upanishads talk about amrutatva, that immortality we should get. The other portion of Veda talk about the removal of the visha, complementing each other. So our life should be visha rahita amruta sahita, isn't it? No poison, only nectar, only ambrosia. Here also the Garutman is the Rishi, Vanaspatyadi are the Devatas. Okay. What he said is a Varana Vruksha is there, special Vruksha. In that Vruksha, a specific water comes from which portion I don't know, juice nikal ke kuch bhi ho sakta hai. That water has special power to remove the bodily visha. So this water I am using, may it remove the visha from this person into whom the visha entered. It can be used as curative or preventive also. So that Varana Vruksha Sthita Udaka is Visha remover. I am using it on that person, on me, if at all it is. In that the ambrosia is hidden. With that ambrosia, whatever the poison that has come out of, whatever the sources, may that be eliminated, neutralized. In the same way, with this mantra, with this aushati, with this prarthana, with this sankalpa, all the visha which has born in the eastern direction, may that lose its power. Let the expiry giving poison have the expiry date. So to the Uttara Disha Janita, the Visha, may it also lose its power. So to the Dakshina and the Paschima, as well as the Visha which is coming from the ground and also from the upper world, let all the Visha from all directions be destroyed. Okay? Oh, poison, not knowingly this person has mixed up these things and consumed you. है ना? कुछ चीजें अपने आप अच्छे होते हैं बट when मिलाओगे तो पॉइजन बनता है. थैंक गॉड भगवान हैज नॉट मेड थिंग्स सो मच पॉइजनस इन दिस वर्ल्ड. अदरवाइज कुछ भी खाओ पॉइजन मर जाते. Inner system also he made such way to a great extent by showing the symptoms. The body tells us to be careful, not that completely died. Like every pain is a symptom that something wrong we are doing inside or happening. खासकर भोजन में. The acidities, the indigestions, all of them are the signs to say that you consumed wrong food. You are careful, you set it right, it is okay. इतना फैटल नहीं है कि कुछ भी गलत खाया मर गए तो कोई जिंदा नहीं रह सकता 70-80 साल. That's a contribution of the Lord inside. So to the food outside. Unless it is made too poisonic, it won't harm. Thank God, isn't it? And Bhagavan has given a special equipment called as tongue. उसमें एक अनसुनी अनकही दिमाग होता है जिह्वा में. टंग हैज ए दिमाग. एवरी पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी हैज दिमाग. टंग इट नोस की what is okay for this digestion and the stomach. That's when you have a pattar or any of the thing. The tongue tells. It's a tongue which tells, hey, this is not good for the body. Then you throw it away. So that system also Bhagavan kept. In spite of that, sometimes when two wrong things mix up, they become poison and they can give some trouble or the other. So that's what is said here. He, by this mixing up of these two things, which is not allowed, he allowed you, O Visha, to enter into him. But we request you now, may you not consume him, may you not affect him. तो ऑलरेडी जो पॉइजन गया किसी के अंदर या पॉइजन बन रहा है, so a doctor like person, a brahmana is chanting this mantra. Poison has entered, but I am with my thought power neutralizing the poison's effect. बस बिना हार्म करे चले जाओ. है ना? किसी गोली मारने को तैयार हो गया हो और किसी ने उसको स्टॉप किया है मत मारो. तो if the person who is telling is powerful enough, then he will withdraw from that shooting. Na? Here also. Poison entered, but this Brahmana has a Shakti. Through that mantra is telling that poison to become neutralized. So to I am taking this intoxicating poison away from this body. Oh poison, like a very subtle secret agent, how he enters into other country and spreads his wings and does something wrong. You also starting your entry at one point, trying to percolate to the entire system. I am stopping you with this mantra. And again, remember, whether it's a physical visha entered at one place and spreading the whole body, it can be cancer. Visha means everything. कोई भी bacteria, fungus, all these viral things, cancerous things, एक जगह start होके spread होते हैं. कोई भी physical, so to at the mind level. Certainly, एक जगह start हुआ एक दुर्गुणा, it's a visha spreading everywhere. I started hating one fellow, slowly I started hating others. My whole mind is full of hatred to everyone. Such a liability to the society. और ए सेल्फिश पर्सन और इगोइस्टिक पर्सन और ए भोगी, ये सारे जब ऐसे बनते हैं ना पूरी दुनिया को दहलाते हैं, जलाते हैं. दैट्स ऑल सटल साइकोलॉजिकल विषय. So, oh Visha, entering from one point, you are spreading everywhere. You are being removed by this mantra. So, to the negative people come together and become powerful to act negatively. Same way, from various sources, Visha has come. Now it has come together at one place and trying to attack. I am blasting you there only. See, the Visha itself is addressed. Again, the next mantra में कहते हैं, whichever the place you are there, don't spread also, and there itself you become neutralized also. Don't affect that person to make him unconscious. Physical unconscious, we know, We are all mentally unconscious for the reality. Because we are made by the poison of Kama, Krodha, Raga, Dvesha, only worldly extroverted. This is a mantra. Same way, oh poisonous you, with this Sammarjani, Truna, with the mantras given to us by the Rishi, with also the other Jadi booties, etc., we are throwing you away. You are created also like that. You are eliminated also like that. If you cannot go out, be there, but don't affect. Huh? Don't trouble. Like, some religions in India. They don't harm India or Sanatan Dharma. बस अपने बस्ती में रहते हो. You know, some of them, the Persians and all, when they were given as place to stay, when their country became free, our people told them, "Ab jao." They said, "No, we won't harm you. We'll stay." Our government said, "Okay." So in India, without increasing their population, without दसों दसों बच्चों को जन्म देके पूरे इंडिया को सत्यानाश करेंगे, like the other fellows have. These fellows don't do that. They just remain in their own level. They are there but don't act as Shatrus. The others come from somewhere for beggary and they want to destroy this country. Visha. So this Visha is told. तो रहो और रहना है तो लेकिन हाम मत कर. Stay in your own place. Therefore, in general now, all beings, whoever are the Shatrus which are there in you, in this way as a Visha, in gross and subtle way, whatever the negative activities they are doing, they may not affect you. They should not affect you. This mantra chikitsa as well as the Aushadhi chikitsa, we are doing it for protecting you. So, I'm telling only 2-3 minutes meaning. अब इस पे प्रवचन लगाऊं तो फिर 1 घंटा हो जाए. I am not given that special blessings to do this. I am given only this much blessing. I means we both. जब हमें special blessing मिलेगा, then we go to an ashram every day, revel only in the chanting of this. But for us, these Veda mantras are to invoke divine grace to keep ourselves intact, so that our main work, highest work of Upanishadic study and Adhyatmika Jivana is safe. Okay? So this mantra has got how many श्लोकास दिस होल सूक्तम नारायण इसमें 6 मंत्र है या 7 मंत्र है तो हाँ आउट ऑफ दैट 7 विल चैंट ऑल ऑफ देम लर्निंग कल 3-4 पढ़ेंगे ओम अथ अथर्वण वेदांतर्गत विषनाशन सूक्तम ओम वारिदं वारियातै ओम वारिदं वारियातै वर्णावत्यामधि वर्णावत्यामधि तत्रामृतस्यासिक्तं तत्रामृतस्यासिक्तं तेन ते वारये विषं तेन ते वारये विषम् ओम वारिदं वारियातै वर्णावत्यामधि तत्रामृतस्यासिक्तं तेन ते वारये विषम् ओम वारिदं वारियातै वर्णावत्याम् अधि तत्रामृतस्यासिक्तं तेन ते वारये विषम् सेकंड अरसं प्राच्यं विषम् अरसं प्राच्यं विषम् अरसं यदुदीच्यम् अरसं यदुदीच्यम् अथेदमधराच्यम् अथेदमधराच्यम् करम्भेण विकल्पते करम्भेण विकल्पते अरसं प्राच्यं विषम् अरसं यदुदीच्यम् अथेदमधराच्यं करम्भेण विकल्पते अरसं प्राच्यं विषम् अरसं यदुदीच्यम् अथेदमधराच्यं करम्भेण विकल्पते थर्ड करम्भं कृत्वा तिर्यं करम्भं कृत्वा तिर्यं पीबः साकमुदारधिं पीबः स्पाकमुदारधिं पीबः स्पाकमुदारधिं क्षुधा किल ज्वादुष्टनो क्षुधा किल ज्वादुष्टनो जक्षिवान् सनरूरुवः जक्षिवान् सनरूरुपः जक्षिवान् सनरूरुवः टुगेदर करम्भं कृत्वा तिर्यं पीवस्पाकमुदारधिं क्षुधा किल ज्वादुष्टनो जक्षिवान् सनरूरुवः करम्बं कृत्वा तिर्यं विवस्पाकमुदारथिं क्षुधा किल ज्वादुष्टनो जक्षिवान् स नरूरुवः विते मदं मदावते विते मदं मदावते शरमिव पातयामसि शरमिव पातयामसि व्रत्वा चरुमिव येषन्तं वचसा स्थापयामसि वचसा स्थापयामसि विते मदं मदावते शरमिव पातयामसि व्रत्वा चरुमिव येषन्तं वचसा स्थापयामसि विते मदं मदावति शरमिव पातयामसि व्रत्वा चरुमिव येषन्तं वचसा स्थापयामसि फिफ्थ परिग्राममिवाचितं वचसा स्थापयामसि वचसा स्थापयामसि तिष्ठा वृक्ष इव स्थाम्यबिभ्रातेन रूरुपः स्थाम्यबिभ्रातेन रूरुवः परिग्राममिवाचितं वचसा स्थापयामसि तिष्ठा वृक्ष इव स्थाम्य बिभ्रातेन रूरुपः परिग्राममिवाचितं वचसा स्थापयामसि तिष्ठा वृक्ष इव स्थाम्नि अभिभ्रातेन रूरुवः सिक्स्थ पवस्त्वैस्त्वापर्यक्रीणन् दूर्षेभिरजिनैरुता प्रक्रीरसि त्वमोषधे अभ्रिभातेन रूरुपः अभ्रिभातेन रूरुवः पवस्त्वैस्तवा पर्यक्रीणन् दूर्षेभिरजिनैरुता प्रक्रीरसि त्वमोषधे अभ्रिभातेन रूरुवः पवस्त्वैस्त्वा पर्यक्रीणन् दूर्षेभिरजिनैरुता प्रक्रीरसि त्वमोषधे अभ्रिभातेन रूरुपः Kha it is, I think. Abhrikhaten rurubaha. Last mantra. अनाप्ता एव प्रथमा यानि कर्माणि चक्रिरे वीरान्नो अत्र मादभन् तद्व एतत् पुरोदधे अनाप्ता एव प्रथमा यानि कर्माणि चक्रिरे वीरान्नो अत्र मादभन् तद्व एतत् पुरोदधे अनाप्ता एव प्रथमा यानि कर्माणि चक्रिरे वीरान्नो अत्र मादभन् तद्व एतत् पुरोदधे ओम शांति टुगेदर एक बार ओम वारिदं वारियातै वर्णावत्यामधे तत्रामृतस्यासिक्तं तेनाते वारये विषम् अरसं प्राच्यं विषम् अरसं यदुदीच्यम् अथेदमतराच्यं करम्भेण विकल्पदे करम्भं कृत्वा तिर्यं पीबस्पाकमुदारधिं क्षुधा किल ज्वादुष्टनो अक्षिवान् स नरोरुवः विते मदं मदावति शरमिव पातयामसि कृत्वा चरुमिव येषन्तं वचसा स्थापयामसि परिग्राममिवाचितं वचसा स्थापयामसि तिष्ठा वृक्ष इव स्थाम्नि अभ्रिखातेन रूरुवः. Thank you for your cooperation, respected friends. The Lord is giving us these thoughts, we are doing it. You know, it is useless, time is wasted, we can do something else. Whatever comments you may do, they are not entertained. We follow what the Lord is saying. There is a joy, at least to the speaker here, in invoking the Rishi Kripa through these Vedic mantras for one's own safety, security. And definitely, for certain, this is the experience that we are chanting these mantras, that in spite of our terrible prarabdha, we are kept safe intact by the divine in our body and mind level, that we are able to study our shastras, conduct our life a little better. Definitely, the Veda mantras and the rishis to whom we are praying, their blessings have effect. वो श्रद्धा ही तो है, मैं बचाता है. And who is doing this much Vedic chanting in the whole world? Maybe in some ashrasa, some brahmacharis. हम तो हर दिन एक मंत्र तो पढ़ ही रहे. 5-10 मिनट दे दो भगवान के लिए, क्या फर्क? होल डे यू हैव एट योर डिस्पोजल. That time you do the Udharana of the Jagat. Okay, now second one, Sanandana Rishi. Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, Sanat Kumar. Sanandana Rishi also same details. One, he is Brahma Manasa Putra. Second, he is only 5 years age. Third, Nivrutti Parayana, Jnani, Viragi, Bhakta, Mukta, and he also gave the Jnana to so many of the rishis. One thing extra about this Sanandana Rishis, his name is there now, Ananda. Therefore, he is the Ananda Rupa Rishi. Every Rishi is Ananda Swarup only, but Vilakshana expression in him. Sanandana. Okay. So, our mantra today is Om Brahma Putraya Vidmahe Ananda Rupaya Dhimahi. Tanno Tannaha Sanandanaha Prachodaya. Do I need to explain other things to save the time? You know it, I believe it. Let us chant it only 16 times. Om Brahmaputraya Vidmahe Anandarupaya Dhimahi Tannaha Sanandanaha Prachodayad. Om Brahmarupaya Vidmahe ब्रह्मपुत्राय विद्महे आनन्दरूपाय धीमहि तन्नः सनन्दनः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ब्रह्मपुत्राय विद्महे आनन्दरूपाय धीमहि तन्नः सनन्दनः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ब्रह्मपुत्राय विद्महे आनन्दरूपाय धीमहि तन्नः सनन्दनमहर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ब्रह्मपुत्राय विद्महे आनन्दरूपाय धीमहि तन्नः सनन्दनमहर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ब्रह्मपुत्राय विद्महे आनन्दरूपाय धीमहि तन्नः सनन्दनमहर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ब्रह्मरूपाय विद्महे ब्रह्मपुत्राय विद्महे आनन्दरूपाय धीमहि तन्नः सनन्दनमहर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ब्रह्मपुत्राय विद्महे आनन्दस्वरूपाय 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 धीमहि तन्नः सनन्दनमहर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ब्रह्मस्वरूप सनन्दनमहर्षये नमः. ध्यायामि आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि. छत्रचावदनादीन् समर्पयामि. नृत्यगीतादीन् समर्पयामि. समस्तशक्त्योपचार भक्त्योपचार राजोपचार देवोपचारान् समर्पयामि. जपेन स्तोत्रेण तोषयामि नमस्करोमि. तव चरणौ शरणागतोऽस्मि. ॐ सनन्दन ब्रह्मर्षये नमः. प्रार्थयामि मां रक्ष रक्ष बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुनिर्मूलनं कृत्वा आत्मानुभव साधनां प्रति प्रचोदनं कृत्वा आत्मानुभव आनन्दम् अस्मिन् जन्मनि अस्मिन् क्षणे एव प्रदेहि. तथा च सनातनधर्मस्य भारतवर्षस्य अपि बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुनिर्मूलनं कृत्वा संरक्षणम् अभिवृद्धिं विश्वप्राप्तिम् आनन्दं च प्रदेहि. ॐ सनन्दनमहर्षये नमः. ॐ सनन्दनमहर्षये नमः. ॐ सनन्दनमहर्षये नमः. ॐ सनन्दनमहर्षये नमः. Om Sanandana Maharshe Om Sanandana Maharshe Om Sanandana Maharshe Om Sanandana Maharshe Namaha. Om Sanandana Maharshe Om Sanandana Maharshe Namaha. Om Sanandana Maharshe Namaha. Prayers have reached. We have sent to them. They will be reciprocated. So tomorrow, Sanaka Sanandana Sanatana, and day after Sanat Kumar. Then so many rishis, we keep on chanting for next 2 3 months. Then with the blessings of so many rishis and all devatas, then we take up one by one mantra from Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa for our everyday chanting and meditation. It will continue as long as the Lord wills. In today's last topic of common sense thought, not much to say, friends, because of the time, etc. है ना, बच के रहना ये दोनों चीजों से. One we have anyway discussed yesterday, other one also frequently discussed. Save yourself in this life. Don't make life very miserable, painful, uncurable. It becomes so painful, uncurable, miserable for ourselves and others when these two terrible things are there. One is the set of Ichha Dvesha or Raga Dvesha in us. Second is empowering it and empowered by it the terrible, uncontrollable, immeasurable arrogance in us, ego in us. These two are the ones which spoil the show. Don't spoil your mind and others' mind by having any raga dvesh. Have prema. There is nothing in this world either real or so important to us that we have to create raga or dvesh. That is a trait. That is a powerful trait of the mind to make us samsari. You know that sixth shloka of Atmabodha, samsara swapna tulyo hi raga dveshadi samkula. Swakale satyavad bhati, prabodhe sati asatva. The whole samsara is on these two pillars of raga and dvesha. If you want to suffer, create raga, dvesha to objects, to the people, to the places and all, and continue be miserable and be a cartoon for others. They will enjoy seeing you. Time pass. नहीं नहीं नहीं, I want peace. Then what to have attachment to? छोड़ो, सबको अपनी जिंदगी जीने दो. कहीं को फंसे रहते हो, क्यों फंसाते हो? So to why dvesh and send negative thoughts to that person and trouble him? Ah, I might have done some mistake. कोई सब प्रारब्ध है, कोई ignorance है. Don't make everything such a big issue. ठीक है, it's okay. But they have troubled so much. So much of money is lost because of it. मेरा इज्जत भी चला गया. अरे यार, क्या इज्जत? You are Brahman. Brahman is beyond the इज्जत. Not that इज्जत नहीं होता. He is all. He is weird. सीख that. ठीक है, चलता है दुनिया में. If we only make बात बतंगड़, otherwise it's not a big issue. वो चल रहा है in the flow of the world. See that every year huge rains come, the floods come. 2 months is a fury. Again चला जाता है वो. 10 महीने we only ask for the rains to come. So these 2 months we say rain, go away. Isn't it? So to the 2 3 months of summer. Horrible it comes. But उसके बाद सर्दी आते हम कहते हैं यार गर्मी आ जाए. Again the sardi out of this all in life a part of it. So do people come and love us, some hate us, some dislike us, some cheat us. Careful raho bas. Sote mat rehna. Be alert, then 90% problems go away. They won't come. The remaining 10% again be alert. Don't give value to anything. So raga dvesha rahita. Second is that ego again. No need to have a simple turn. कोई भी हो मधुर वाणी में प्रेम से रेस्पेक्ट करके उस बंदे से बात करो. नो बडी विल ट्रबल यू. पीपल विल ट्रबल अस व्हेन हैव ईगो माइसेल्फ. व्हेन आई एम इगोइस्टिक देन द ईगो इज हर्ट बाय पीपल. कहा किस बात का ईगो? नेगेटिव ईगो भी नहीं होना है. लुकिंग एट अदर, नो दे आर ग्रेट साधकास, दे हैव डन सो मच थिंग, देन यू आर पनिशिंग योरसेल्फ negatively also. No. This bhumi is having facilities for everyone to survive. That's the only reason for which we are together. Other than that, Each individual has his own speed, velocity of his sadhana. He has his own different set of qualities, abilities, equipments, opportunities, blessings. Then how can you compare with others and feel guilty that others are doing more? You do what you have capacity in your hands. So to need not feel arrogant, I am better than other. No. This is how, even in sadhana also, there is chance to become egoistic. Don't be. In general also, be humble servant. जो मौका मिला करो, बस कॉर्नर में बैठो. हनुमान जी, he does सेवा and comes and भगवान को कहते हैं कर दी, वहां बैठकर राम राम जप कर, फिर बुलाए तो आता. See, that is what a bliss in that person. And हम देखिएगा, it's so much of ego, want others to recognize us, appreciate us. You are egoistic over what things? Some qualities of mind, intellect. Are they ours? In this world, nothing belongs to anybody. Everything belongs to ईश्वर. उन्होंने हमको दिया, उसको सही यूज करो. Don't feel egoistic about it. Whether the Lord has given you the beauty or the intellection or physical abilities or talents, जो कुछ भी है उनके सेवा के लिए है, उसको ईगो फील करने के लिए नहीं. Please don't dusso others with the poisonous hoods of your ego. रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूं. लोग खुद इतने तंग है, दुखी है ना? The stronger ego of shouting at them, demanding from them, commanding them, insulting them, abusing them. That is one extreme. Another is what? The soft ego of being silent, irresponsible, not talking to them. अब वो भी तंग. In some houses, wife or husband, any cartoon can be. चिल्लाती है तो ऐसे चिल्लाती है, अब मुंह बंद करते हो 3 दिन नहीं बात करी. हरे शूर्पणखा, वही आर यू इन दैट एक्सट्रीम. Can't you be a normal human being? People are so uneducated in these things that with all physical comforts, they mentally suffer the agony. That's why the rich people commit more suicides. तो पैसे तो है लेकिन दिमाग नहीं है. Because these things they are not trained. Anybody, rich or poor. Either I am shouting or I will not talk at all. Both are ego only. You talk what's required. When not required, keep quiet. So too in all aspects. When you go for your jogging, walking. If you are doing japa, you do it. If not, you look at it, give a smile. आपको थोड़ा ही है उसके, ज़्यादा costly नहीं होता. He is not giving. He has his own stomach problem. He is not giving. You give. नहीं है तो नहीं है. But आने मत दो उस ego को. These two important things. Third one is there. Now time is not. So tomorrow, if time is there, we'll discuss. In this session of Chandogya study, our main importance given is to the Upanishad. Bhagavan told पहले उपनिषद पढ़ो. पहले भगवान ने कहा पहले वो सब करो, फिर बाद में प्रश्न. Now the people are ready. Big Upanishad, study it first. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamadaha Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you. Interested? Join Gita.